Hi guys, so as you probably can tell from the title, this is gonna be a pretty different kind of video. So on my previous mukbang, I talked about my weight loss and a lot of you guys were interested in knowing how I lost the weight, my weight loss story and all of that, and also a lot of you guys asked me if I gained weight doing mukbang and everything. So I thought that would be a great idea to do a video for you guys to explain a little bit my weight loss story, and it's also gonna be about my weight gain story. So to start off, my original weight before I moved to South Korea was 116 pounds, so 53 kilos, and that was 2 years ago. So that was my original weight. Never had any issues with my body, how it looked. I thought that my weight was perfect. I didn't want to change anything. Never even thought about dieting, or I could eat whatever I wanted and not really gain that much weight, you know? But I would not go crazy and eat that huge amount of food that you see in my videos. But I would never restrict myself and have a piece of cake and chocolate here and there, and it was never a big deal for me. And I was always the type, kind of a lazy person, so for me it was really hard to exercise, or I wanted my body to be more toned, but I was too lazy to go to the gym and stuff. So to keep myself healthy, I would just take walks with my family, but that would be it, So 2 years ago I decided to move to South Korea. So when I got there, I was amazed by all the amazing food there was. And being someone that never really gained that much weight, I thought that I could eat whatever I wanted and not gain weight. And I was wrong. So in just 3 months, I went from 116 pounds to 136 pounds. So yeah, I gained a lot of weight in just 3 months. And to be honest with you, I didn't even realize that I gained that much weight until, I got back to France. And my dad, when he saw me, he was like, "Oh my God, your cheeks, what happened to you?" And I'm like, "What, my cheeks? What is it?" And I didn't even realize that I put on so much weight. And my dad at the time, he still is pretty into fitness and health and all of that. So he had a scale at his house, and I weighed myself and I was like, wow, I didn't know I was that heavy. I didn't feel heavy. My dad and I started this diet. My dad was like, okay, we're gonna get you gym membership. You're gonna go with me to the gym. We're gonna do intense training and all of that. And I was super, super excited to, lose weight and also be with my dad so that we could, be motivated together, So for 2 months, I started dieting. It was nothing crazy. I would eat just it was summer, so it was really easy to eat light, fruits and salads, and I really enjoyed it actually. Of course, I would also get my cravings like chocolate, but I tried to stay away from them, but I still I didn't really restrict myself that much. So sometimes I could have a little piece of chocolate or cheese here and there, and it wasn't a big deal, So I started losing a little bit of weight, but for me it was not enough. I was not back at my original weight as fast as I wanted to. Being a newbie and knowing nothing about diets and how it works and how much time it's supposed to take, I thought that by just dieting it would, I would just be back in my original weight in a month, and it wasn't like that. So when I got back to Korea, I continued to go to the gym in Korea, continued to diets and stuff. It wasn't really so crazy. I would just try to go to the gym, eat healthy. And then I started to do auditions and stuff like that to become a singer. As some of you guys may know, I was a singer in Korea for a year. Being a singer, I was under a lot of pressure from people telling me that I should lose weight because, you know, all those K-pop idols are super skinny and I'm this girl who has some curves, you know I have curves and I love my curves, you know, but it was never enough. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be like on stage and on camera most of the time, so I don't want to look fat on camera. And those people around me always telling me like, you should lose weight, this outfit doesn't look good on you, you look fat. And I was like, oh wow, that's harsh. And that's also something that I don't really like about Korean people, is that they are very, very straightforward with you. And if you put just a tiny bit of weight, they're just gonna let you know, like, oh, and when you lose weight, they'll be like, oh, you lost weight, or they're always gonna tell you like everything you change about yourself. They're gonna let you know that, oh, I liked you better with this hairstyle or whatever. So for some people it can be like, great, you know, okay, thank you for letting me know, like I want to know if that looks good. But sometimes you don't really want to hear that, you know, that you're fat or all of those things. So having performances and concerts every week, I decided to, you know, go on a really, really strict diet. I was still exercising, but my membership just was over at some point, and I had some money issues. I couldn't afford going to the gym anymore because it was so expensive. So I decided to not go to the gym anymore and diet instead, super hard, which was my mistake. So I started to do those crash diets, you know, those diets like that K-pop idols do, like only eating 3 bananas a day. It just messed me up, like for real. Like I didn't have my period anymore, like it was crazy, you know. It was never to the point where I was lightheaded or I could like feel I would faint or anything, but I was feeling really low energy most of the time, and it was just crazy. I started losing. I hit the plateau, you know, when I got to Korea. So that's why I wanted to do those crash diets, because I was hitting a plateau and I was so frustrated. So I went down to 105 pounds. So it was super, super skinny, and people were always telling me, wow, 105 pounds is like the ideal weight for a girl. You don't even realize, like, I'm really small. I'm 5'2", so everyone would say, wow, this is the ideal weight for a K-pop idol. Like, wow, you like succeeded on your diet. But they didn't know what I went through. Like, it was hell. Like, I would restrict myself so much. I love food so much, you know, and I can't realize till this day how I did it, because to me it was really satisfying to see like the number on the scale and the people, like what the people would say to me. It was satisfying, but on the other hand, some people that knew me when I was 136 pounds, when they saw me at 105, they were like, I liked you better when you were like overweight, like when you were a little bit heavier. And I'm like, well, I can't please everyone. Like, I have to please myself first, you know. And at the time I was really, really satisfied with my weight. Like, for me 105 was perfect. So I would still have my cheat days, you know, every week, but it was not crazy like that. Like, my cheat days would not be over like 3,000 calories, maybe sometimes 2,000. It would not be that crazy of a cheat day, but I would call them cheat days because I would never eat like that the other days of the week. I would just eat bananas all day. So when I hit 105 pounds, so 48 kilos, I was really satisfied, so I decided to try to maintain that weight. And it was really, really difficult mentally. Mentally it was really difficult because for me, I thought that I would gain 10 pounds if I ate normally. Like, for me it was so hard to tell myself, okay, it's okay to have 3 meals a day. It's okay to have that pork cutlet or to have those cold noodles. Like, you're not gonna gain weight from that, from just eating that, if you exercise, if you move around. And I didn't know that, so at first I was really surprised when I started eating normal again. I didn't see any changes and I was like, wow, this is great, I'm not gaining weight. So that's where it went downhill. And that's when I started to put on weight again. So I experienced the yo-yo effect. I didn't realize it, but I gained maybe 10 pounds. I would go out again a lot, thing that I didn't do often when I was on a diet. Like, I wouldn't go out because I was afraid I was gonna eat like fried chicken, or you know, when you go out with your friends, just indulge a little bit. So I was afraid about that. So to like prevent the stress, I just didn't go out anymore. So going out again and eating at restaurants again, it made me put on the weight again. So I decided to go to the gym again when I started doing mukbang again. It's my first mukbang on this channel. Was, you can go watch it, it's the first one I did when I ate the pizza, and I was 105 pounds. And then I stopped doing mukbang for a while, and when I posted again, I was really heavier. You can tell I was heavier than I am now, because that's when I realized I gained so much weight. And I started to be like, okay, if I'm gonna do mukbang, I have to go to the gym. I have to be careful going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, sometimes 6, doing cardio, lifting weights. And I feel like my body is becoming stronger, and it's great. And I don't even care about the number on the scale anymore. To me, it's how I feel inside, how I feel. Am I happy? I'm definitely happier now because I'm a foodie. I love my food, and doing those videos brings me so much joy, you know, because I can indulge with you guys and share what I like. So now I am back at my original weight, which was 116 pounds. That's with exercise, and that's with doing videos. And no, I didn't gain weight doing videos. I'm slowly losing weight, you know. It's not really noticeable like in a week, but in a month I can definitely tell that I'm becoming lighter and lighter, but I'm also gaining more muscle, so the number on the scale doesn't matter, you know. So yeah, if I could give you a piece of advice and things that I wish I knew when I did those crash diets, is that it's gonna mess with your mind, it's gonna mess with your hormones, it's gonna mess you up like big time. So I don't recommend you guys to do those diets. You can see the results, but you look very sick. I looked very, really, very tired. You know, I was not happy, you know. Of course I was happy singing and all of that, but I was always have food on the back of my mind and be like, oh, I feel hungry, I should think about something else. And it just drives you crazy, you know. So if you want to lose weight, you have to at least try to exercise a little bit. I'm not asking you, like telling you to do cardio if you hate cardio. I used to hate exercising. I told you in the beginning of the video, I was a really lazy person, and doing like going to the gym and stuff really motivated me, and seeing the results was really, really satisfying. I mean, I don't have a six-pack yet, but getting there. You should keep going, even though you hit the plateau and you're like, oh, I'm doing this for nothing, like this is not worth it. It's okay. So it's okay to go on vacation and have a cheat week, or you know, your body is gonna get used to it, and when you go back to the gym after, you're gonna lose the weight, you're gonna lose the water weight, and really faster than if you did those crash diets. Because doing those crash diets is just, you just gain the weight back, and it's just not healthy. So exercising is key, you guys. I think really can't eat whatever you want and still be like in a healthy BMI, you know. And being happy and having a healthy relationship with food is also very, very important. If some of you guys are like suffering from eating disorders or anything, I hope that my videos can make you feel better and that you can see food another way. If you are on a diet right now, I wish you the best of luck, but remember, you should not be afraid of food, alright? Food is your friend, it's energy for your body, it's fuel, you can't function without it. So yeah, that's it for this little weight loss, weight gain story video. I hope that you guys learned from it and learned from my mistakes. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to leave them below and I will try to answer them as fast as possible. And yeah, I will see you on Sweet Saturday, I guess. Bye!